Thank you very much, Wendy. What do you do to follow that? It was absolutely wonderful, wasn't it? And it's really just what we're all about. But as Wendy said, there is a serious side to it all. It is a great pleasure for me to be here this evening. I do have some very serious things to say later on, but it's a terrific pleasure to be here this evening for this annual Allianz Arts and Business Northern Ireland Awards ceremony here in BBC Blackstaff House. And it's great to be able to celebrate the best in creative and pioneering partnerships between business and arts in Northern Ireland over the last year, particularly because it is clear that thinking beyond the cheque has never been more critical. And it is good again in this year to be able to acknowledge the way in which enlightened people in business here in Northern Ireland, where offering cash might be a difficulty, or offering mentoring and in-kind support via arts and business programs, such as Board Bank and Young Professionals, and also by providing in-kind services such as print and design. And it is interesting because over the years, it's always striking to note the creativity and the quality of the sponsorships and the projects shortlisted. And I want to thank all of the businesses involved for your investment and support for the arts in what is a difficult economic climate. It's very heartening, and it reflects your understanding of the modern world and its demands, and of the need to promote arts, not just for art's sake, important as that is, but as an effective driver in our creative economy. And of course, for arts organisations, we have to stay well tuned into business voices speaking on a variety of frequencies, and also to think creatively about what shape engagement with business might take. After all, being creative is our business. And I very much look forward to hearing tonight how all has been accomplished in the last year, perhaps particularly with the creative projects that we fund ourselves at the Arts Council under the REACH investment pot. But as I said earlier, we are operating in very difficult climate. And I'll hope you will forgive me if I make a short detour into something that is engaging all our minds at the present time, that of the draft Northern Ireland budget. And Mary referred to this earlier on, but I should say at the outset that as the Arts Council, as artists, as arts organisations, none of us expects to be exempt from the cuts which are coming. We're all part of this society, and we need and value education and health and justice for ourselves and our families. What we are asking for is that cuts will be proportionate and fair for the arts, which appears to have been the case in budgets in England and Scotland and Wales and in the Republic of Ireland. But at the Arts Council, as we look at the draft Northern Ireland budget, the implications are for a cut of 4.2 million over a 4-year period, which with inflation will amount to 23% from the arts budget over the next CSR period. Now, in terms of the overall government funding picture, 4.2 million may not seem like very much. But if you consider that to date, the full annual Exchequer grant received by the Arts Council is about 13.62 million, that has been the equivalent to the annual underspends of some of the larger government departments. For example, year-end 2008-9, health was underspent by 16.6 million, and education by 15.5 million. So if you make a reality check, in arts budgets, we're talking about relatively small sums. Yet the proposed cuts, if implemented, would be certain to cause significant and potentially irreversible harm to the arts, putting jobs and frontline services at risk and damaging creativity, such an essential element in the context of the global knowledge-based economy. So, as Mary said, I would urge everyone here, everyone who knows the value of arts to our society in terms of culture, regeneration, and economic recovery, everyone who understands that the quality of our arts alongside health and education and justice is one of the measures by which a society is judged. Please, if you haven't done so before, please write to the executive in this consultation period and make your voices heard. It's very easy. It won't take much time. If you go to the Arts Council of Northern Ireland's website, you will find a template of our campaign letter there, which you may use if you wish. And you can add your signature to our campaign petition. And you can also join our Facebook community campaign, should you so wish to do. And remember also that in contributing to the consultation, this will help to strengthen Minister McCausland's hand as he defends our arts budget. And I would urge you to act now before the consultation closes on the 16th of February. Now, at the Arts Council, I think I've missed a page there. It's something else I wanted to say about that. Yes, it is also worth remembering in a period such as this, just how important is the feel-good factor for people facing trying times. And interestingly, in that previous period of recession, the Depression of the 1930s, in America, when President Roosevelt announced what was known as the New Deal, he placed art and artists alongside economic task forces as the key component needed to restore self-esteem and a sense of purpose. And I think we should hold on to that thought, because the cuts to arts will have a negligible impact on the Northern Ireland deficit, yet they will cause untold damage to this tiny but important sector. And as Mary said, it's also vital that we do not forget that it's public funding that provides the leverage that enables arts organisations to attract and access private sector investment. The two must go hand in hand if we are to keep pace with the artistic and cultural expectations of a modern society. Now, at the Arts Council, we have a very close working relationship with arts and business. And I want to thank Chairman Wendy Austin and her board, and Chief Executive Mary Traynor-Nagelli and her staff for an enormous body of effective work to develop and deliver programs of activity designed to increase private sector contributions to the arts and to develop capacity within arts organisations in order to enable them to engage effectively with the private sector and to become more entrepreneurial in themselves. As Wendy said, this is the 5th year of the Allianz Arts and Business Northern Ireland Awards. I want to pay tribute to Allianz and thank you to Paul McCann for being with us this evening. And I particularly want to pay tribute to Allianz for remaining a leading supporter of the arts across Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, clearly displaying an understanding of the added value that arts can bring to business, regeneration, and the economy. Thank you to all of you in the businesses that understand that interdependence, and thank you for continuing to invest. Thank you.